Gemini, welcome to your tarot spread for the week ahead. I hope you're all doing well. So let's see what's coming up for you this week. Now if we just jump into the oracle messages that I have laid out here, you have courage and gibbous moon. You're very close to achieving your goal. So there is something you're about to embark on that's going to be significant here. I feel like you've come a long way in your journey, whether it's regards to your work, your personal growth, healing, love, could be all of the above. But I feel like you are very close to crossing an important threshold. And it has a lot to do with the inner work that you're doing. You're starting to see results. Maybe you've been stepping out of your comfort zone. Maybe you've been putting yourself forward for opportunities that you would be too afraid to even take a close glance at with any real consideration of putting yourself forward for those opportunities. Maybe it's with healing a connection, a friendship, a family dynamic. Whatever it is, I feel like it is forcing you out of your comfort zone, and it does require a lot of strength, a lot of inner courage to overcome the obstacles that you've been facing. However, you are being encouraged to keep going because you're almost succeeding, okay? You've almost accomplished what you set out to do here. So no matter how challenging it was, it will be worth it. You see you have the Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So that's air energy, your energy, along with Aquarius and Libra. So this is going to get you to smoother waters. You will not face necessarily the same types of obstacles that you have. You will be able to overcome if you keep moving forward. And it does require courage. It does require putting yourself out there. It does mean potentially facing your fears, facing your insecurities. Now, the mantra you have is grounding my energy. This is the card you have from the Healing Mantra deck. And it's funny because this card has come out for multiple signs. I think you're the third sign to get this. I think it was Taurus and Cancer that got it, but I can't remember with 100% certainty, so don't quote me on that. But yes, you are the third sign to get this. So it's interesting how this is a theme that's coming up for a portion of the collective. So the mantra is, it is safe to be in my body, okay? It is safe to be in my body. So, this again, I feel like comes down to confidence and having faith, grounding your energy within so that you can see results without. So it does come back to the self. It comes back to self-realization, knowing that you are powerful, that you're able to manifest significant changes in your life. Do you have everything you need to overcome? And that, yes, even though it can be scary putting yourself out there, you are more than equipped to overcome whatever challenges you are currently facing. You have what it takes to be successful, to heal your wounds, to heal connections, to overcome challenges, to rise to the occasion. Okay, so very interesting. Okay, so let's go into the tarot then. So you firstly have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. And before I jump into the individual cards, what I can see across the board with, Two of Wands in reverse, the King of Wands in reverse, and the Emperor in reverse. You see how all cards are in reverse. This is about you having to really sit with yourself and get to the bottom of what your fears are, what your insecurities are. Because this whole spread is screaming of lack of confidence, self-belief, a sense of security, confidence. That's what I'm seeing here across the board. With the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, that's Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This could be that you're a bit concerned when it comes to your finances, with your investments, about your expenditure, where you're placing your time, attention, and focus. Maybe you feel like you don't have enough time to do the things you want to do, to bridge the connections you want to bridge. Maybe you feel like you don't have enough time to explore, travel, do the things that you're most passionate about. Maybe you feel like you have to save more, so you have to work more. Maybe you're afraid to invest in something in case it doesn't pay off. Maybe you're afraid of going solo, going on a solo mission. Maybe you're afraid of being single. Maybe you're afraid of losing some friendships. I don't know what it is, but there's something about your independence here that needs looking at, okay? So we'll look into that more when we clarify. Two of Wands in reverse. Yeah, this is about you kind of choosing to stay where you've always been, but knowing that you're at a point in your life now where you have to take that leap forward because the world is beginning to open up. Possibilities are beginning to spawn. You have to be willing to grab the wand with both hands, essentially. Because if you have one on the past and one on the future, like you're constantly going to be feeling the pull and be stuck between the two forces. Whereas if you release the past and grab this new opportunity with both hands, a whole new world of expanse, growth, opportunity, success could open up to you. But it really is a case of, are you happy where you currently are, or is there something that you want to strive towards? Because from what I see here, there is a goal that you are close to accomplishing here, but that does require a leap of faith and letting go of what anchors you in the current position that you find yourself in. Okay, so that's where that courage is going to be needed. With the King of Wands in reverse, this is Leo energy. I feel like you could be dealing with a Leo, you could have it in your chart. We also have Aries here with the Empress, a strong fire showing up. But what I feel, it's about you not wanting to put yourself out there. You're fearful of being seen. You're fearful of kind of cementing your position in the world for some reason, Gemini. I feel like there's something that you're very fearful of when it comes to your image, when it comes to how you're perceived in the world, when it comes to you putting yourself out there. You hold your back. Yeah, you hold your back. You might hold your back, but I mean, you hold yourself back on some level because you're afraid of being seen. You're being afraid of being misjudged, is what I feel. But in order to accomplish this goal, you have to be willing to put yourself out there, is what I feel. You have to cross that threshold. You see how there's like an expanse opening up here, and he's standing on the path in his armor, shining, okay, knight in shining armor. And it's like, yeah, if you want to be that person, if you want to be courageous, if you want to be known for putting yourself out there, for shining your light and not being afraid to do so, that's what you need to do. You need to embody that energy. But I see you holding yourself back because you're afraid of being, your actions being misinterpreted, your intentions being misinterpreted, being misjudged, okay? Being seen as someone who is fickle or fake or insincere, but I don't feel like that's the case at all. Hence the need to ground your energy and be comfortable within your skin, to know oneself, to know what you represent, okay? Regardless of what others could even come up with. Because at the end of the day, people can bash us for anything. They can find the smallest thing and run with it. So I won't even let that be your concern if that is the case for you, Gemini, because honestly, you'll be surprised what people can nitpick at you for, It's like the most ridiculous things at times. So I wouldn't even concern yourself with that. With the Emperor in reverse, again, that Aries energy there, you definitely need to take initiative. You need to take action. You need to be a force in the world, because that's exactly what you are, Gemini, but you're selling yourself short. It's like you want the results, but you don't want to have to put yourself out there in order to see them. But that's not how it works, If you want a set outcome, you have to align yourself to that outcome. And I see with the Emperor in reverse, it's like there's a real lack of self-belief. Like, I don't know what happened, but I feel like your self-worth got knocked along the way, somewhere along the line. I don't know your circumstances, and of course, if this is not your energy, then it's not your reading. But for whoever I'm picking up on, something knocked your confidence along the way. Or maybe you've never been a particularly confident person, but when it comes to this particular thing, it's scary as hell. Because it's the one thing you're really afraid of when it comes to putting yourself out there. Maybe it's to do with your work, as I said, or some kind of passion project, maybe a business. Because we do have a lot of fire energy that's very creative. All right, could be about with regards to communication. Maybe you're a writer, a journalist, a poet. maybe a content creator of sorts, right? Because you have the King of Swords, that's Aquarius, so you could have Aquarius placements, but I feel like this is you, Gemini. Okay, Six of Swords in reverse, yeah. So we had it in the upright at the bottom of the deck, now you have it in reverse, again, your energy. I feel like you're very anxious about this. I feel like you kind of talk yourself out of putting yourself forward for things or putting yourself out there. Because you're constantly thinking of worst case scenarios, all the things that could potentially go wrong, right? But you know that you need to kind of just stand in your truth, stand in your power, and go after what it is that you truly want. You also have the Daughter of Cups wanting to come up, the Page of Cups. So that's Pisces for me. You could have Pisces as well in your chart. But this is something that you love. This is something that you are genuinely passionate about. It's something that, you know, means a great deal to you. And you feel like it's something that you could do willingly, you know, possibly even for the rest of your life. But there's a lot of hesitancy. There's a lot of second guessing yourself, doubting yourself, not feeling confident. And I'm not sure why exactly that is, but you will know why if that's the case. But I feel like you are trying to boss up. You are trying to muster up the courage. I feel like you're literally sitting there, I almost said Pisces. So some of you have got Pisces in your chart. But I feel like you're sitting there, Gemini, and you're just like, right, okay, it's scary. I don't really want to put myself out there, but I know I have to say what I need to say. I need to express my truth. I need to show up. I need to be the powerhouse I want to be. I need to demonstrate that. So I see you trying to get into more of an authoritative role. I see you trying to really just toughen up, essentially, just kind of like, you know, get a backbone and do it kind of thing. Not to say you don't have one, of course, but I'm just saying, like, this is clearly something that rattles you. It's something that pushes you out of your comfort zone that you really do want. It's a goal, a dream, an ambition. And I feel like, you know, you just got to do it. You just have to put yourself out there, express something that is in relation to something you're very passionate about, something you love. You could have also been dealing with someone who perhaps was kind of a bit bossy in the workplace, that kind of undermined you at every step of the way. So when it came to you trying to fulfill certain duties, you know, you always was getting this negative energy, and maybe that kind of tripped you up at times, and then they would just reinforce that, and it made you feel like, okay, maybe I'm not very good at this, maybe I should do something else. When that's clearly not the case, right? That's really not the case. For others of you, it could be that, you know, there are people around you that don't believe in your business idea or project, or they don't see why you would invest so much time and energy into it, but you do it because you love it, right? And it's something that you can accomplish. Like, it shows you're close to achieving your goal. So that could be part of what's knocking your confidence as well. Possibly naysayers around you in the workplace or family, friends. You do also have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. That's Capricorn energy. So yes, someone is not being very supportive here, I feel, when it comes to your passions. So you have the Nine of Swords in reverse and the Four of Cups in reverse. Okay, so I do see you trying to essentially boss up and not let the negative thoughts take over and stop you from taking the necessary steps, which is good, okay? So you are trying to work through, you know, your fears, your anxiety, your doubt, your lack of confidence, you know, things of that nature. With the Four of Cups in reverse, I feel like you know that it's like the energy of you don't know until you try. How can you assume the worst, that you're not going to get what you want, if you don't even put yourself out there first to find out, right? That's the kind of energy you're realizing. It's like, I'm not even putting myself out there, because bearing in mind you have the Seven of Wands there, I forgot to get to that as well, in reverse. So it's like you are opening up, you're open to receiving, you're open to the experiences, to the growth, to the possibilities, the opportunities, the potential. But you recognize that at times you kind of sell yourself short and assume the worst, and you're like, no, well, how am I going to know unless I put myself out there, right? I need to stop assuming that it's going to be a no straight off the bat, or I'm not going to get what it is that I'm trying to accomplish here. Okay, last card please for That's too many cards. The Queen of Pentacles wanted to come out again, so I feel like needing a good support system around you at this time is going to be beneficial. I'm sure there are people that you can confide in. Oh my gosh, there's too many cards. That would support you and understand you and, you know, just show you that it is worth doing. I'm sure of it. But it's just unfortunately maybe those in your immediate environment are not very supportive, so you need to confide in someone you actually trust. Okay, let's see. Last card, please. Okay. Alright, I'll take them both then. 9 of Wands and the 5 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, this is it. So you may be going into some kind of partnership, accepting help where you need it, or confiding in someone who will understand your challenges because they've already been through it with the 9 of Wands. So opening up is going to be very important at this time. It's going to help you with building up your confidence, having that encouragement, that support, that compassion, the empathy, right? From someone who's already been there and gone through it themselves. From someone who's also on the journey potentially. That's going to help you a long way. And I feel like there is someone who cares deeply for you that wants to do just that. So this is amazing, really, Gemini. It's just all about how you perceive the situation, because it's looking very good. It's just you are struggling a little bit, so do confide in those you trust, okay? So I'm sending you guys so much love. Thank you so much for checking this reading out. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Click the notifications bell so you know when your next set of readings come up on the channel. All forms of support is appreciated. And yes, Gemini, you're not having to do this alone, okay? So sending you big warm hugs, and I will speak to you soon. Bye.